guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a what went well for our Disney trip and any regrets that we had. If you hear it in my voice, I didn't get sick at Disney, but I definitely got something going on with my voice. I don't have a runny nose or a fever or a cough or anything like that. I feel fine, but I woke up like after our first night at Disney, or after our second day at Disney. I woke up day 3 and I was like, I was like, oh my gosh. If you didn't know, I'm a singer, so that was like, what? I don't need my voice right now, thankfully, but that's not how I normally sound. Anyway, so I want to talk about what went well and what didn't go well. I did film multiple videos. I did 2 videos for Daisy's channel, my 6-year-old, and the 2 travel day videos for my channel, vlogging the trip. And I also filmed Pack With Me, the road trip bags, Pack With Me, our suitcases. So 6 videos about the trip. This is number 7 about how it went. So first thing, real quick, I just wanted to summarize sort of the activity bags, road trip bags. Eleanor's was fine. You need way more snacks than you think, and that's fine. Expect you're gonna have to stop, budget a lot of time. A 6-hour drive took us 7.5. We stopped multiple times to go to the bathroom. But also, our 6-year-old hardly touched her activity bag. She had a couple of things that she was interested in. She was very picky about her snacks, but truthfully, all she wanted to do was play on her Kindle. So have more battery packs than you think you need. Be prepared to use your hotspot or have TV running of some sort. If you don't have a TV in your car, we don't. And just be ready for that, because I was surprised. And as they get older, they kind of grow out of activities. But I thought, like, even her notebook with markers, usually she'll just color, or she could write a letter, or she was just like, I just want to watch my Kindle, I want to watch Minecraft videos. And so I got her to read a book, I think once, maybe twice the whole time we were there. And I was just happy for like peace and quiet. She didn't sleep at all. The 3-year-old slept the drive there and the drive home, even though she hasn't been napping lately, but that was fine. So anyway, just be advised and plan accordingly for your packing the road trip bag. Okay, so what went really well, what we did very well, was we knew we had a plan for exactly how we were going to handle, like, first thing in the morning. We knew what time we had to leave our hotel. We knew how long it was going to take us. We knew where we had to line up before the gates opened. We did a lot of research as to which rides we could do. We stayed on site. That was great, so we could do early entry. And we rope dropped to cut out wait times. And day 1 at Disneyland, we definitely made use of that lightning lane, extra $25 Genie Plus thing. But like, it costs us $125 for 5 people. So yes, you get to cut the line, but $25 a person per day is nothing. Is not nothing. That's what I was gonna say. Not nothing. But no regrets on getting that. I just wish we had used it a little bit more. You don't need to use it first thing in the morning, but after lunchtime to like dinner time, no rides were under like 30 to 90 minutes. Like every ride was like 30 to 45 or 30 to 60, 45 to 90 minutes. I mean, it was like, you couldn't walk onto anything after about noon. So even just like a 10-minute wait, seems reasonable for the ride that's 4 minutes. But no, like, we waited way longer than we had to. Now, I also would say, if you think, like, our kids didn't handle waiting in lines very well. I mean, it wasn't the worst experience, but like, if you have littles even younger than ours, I would splurge and get the individual lightning lanes. I would do Genie Plus. I would do anything you can, because the weather, I'm from Arizona, okay? I know hot. I know 110, but we don't go outside. Today the high is 113. I think it's 117 tomorrow. We just don't hang out outside when it's hot. We just don't. So to be 85, I'm like, oh, 80, 85, 89, like, that's gonna be great. It was hot because of the humidity. Here, our humidity is in the single digits, percentages, and over there it was not. So waiting in a 30-minute line, just me and my husband in nice weather would have been fine. We would have just played on our phones. But waiting in a 60-minute line with 2 little children in the heat, not great. So definitely think that ahead, plan where you can. Do the ones that have outdoor waiting and not a long queue where you're like inside. Do those early. Do the ones that it's hot, do those earlier. And by some way to bypass the line, save extra, delay your trip a month so you can save up another $100 or whatever you got to do. But the weather made the waits worse. Like standing in the line for Finding Nemo, I guess one of the submarines voyage, like one of the submarines was down. And so it said 30 minutes when we got in line, or 25, I think it was. It took almost an hour to get on it. And we were standing in the sun and hot. And we had already parked our stroller where our water was. And, we had one fan for 5 people. It was not great. So we also packed refillable water bottles, reusable water bottles, because I didn't want to carry around a bunch of disposables. And I was expecting to find water bottle filling stations everywhere. I drink a lot of water. My nickname as a kid was the camel because, and I'm also constantly peeing, but I found that the water bottle filling stations were literally water fountains. They weren't like the things I'm expecting to see where, they have like a foot long gap where you can put in your big water bottle and it fills. No. So I was standing there filling 4 people's water bottles at this little drinking fountain. And I mean, in a pinch that'll work, but the stream on the water fountain's like pew, pew, pew. And you're like holding your water trying to like not hit the bottom of the water. It was like not ideal. So don't pay for water there. I mean, don't buy like $6 water bottles because everything is expensive. A frozen lemonade was $8.25 for like a little Minute Maid like cup. So I'm not saying pay $6 every time you're thirsty, but what I am saying is bring, if you're going to be at bring a full water bottle from the hotel, get ice in the hotel, and then let the water melt so that in the morning, you have cold water, you can fill everybody's water bottles. Bring like 1 disposable per person maybe under the stroller or in the bags where you're not carrying it on your back, but just have it with you to minimize how many times you have to fill them. And then at every meal, when you eat at a restaurant, you ask them for water, and then you drink as much as you can at meal times. And then at every meal, have them refill your waters or get more waters. And then before you leave the table, fill everybody's waters again at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then just be advised, the bathrooms, I feel like they're few and far between. I waited in lines for bathrooms, and I go a lot, but then I have a 3-year-old who also needed to go. I wanted to make sure she had a chance to go. And so there weren't that many bathrooms, and I was like, every time I passed one, I was like, that might be the last bathroom I see for a half an hour. Do I need to go? Do you need to go? No? Okay. So just, it's fine. Have a plan and then be willing to derail your plan if you have to wait in the 20-minute bathroom line. They were farther apart than I would like, but you need to stay hydrated because it is hot and sunny and you're standing and your body is achy, and that's that. Number, I don't know what, we're not going to number them, I guess. Make sure you have ibuprofen or something. I use Google Fit, and my phone told me I walked 23,000 steps on the first day at Disneyland because we did stay on site. We came back to our room midday and then went back out and walked around. And I have a pretty sedentary lifestyle, I would say. I work from home. I sit at a desk. And we don't walk at this time of year because, like I said, it's 113 out. So even in the mornings, it's 85 to 90. And, the sun comes up really early, so you really can't do much outside exercise, blah, blah, blah. I do chase kids. I don't not walk, but I'm not walking 23,000 steps a day on a given day. So I was achy, and I was really grateful that I had ibuprofen and that I had a change of shoes. So at the first time we left the room, I wore my white tennis shoes, and then when we came back midday, we rested. That was a really good decision. Then I changed my shoes so that my feet never got too sore. Take that midday rest and then take ibuprofen and then take it again before bed and take it. It's fine. Your liver can handle it. Your body can handle it for a couple of days. I'm no doctor. Of course, consult your doctor. But I was really grateful that I had a pair of shoes that were, ready to change your shoes. Touch up your sunscreen more frequently than you think. None of us got sunburnt because we applied 3 times a day. And I was really happy about that as well. All right, so there are coveted dining reservations. The Lamplight Lounge is the hottest, the most wanted dinner reservation. Make your dinner reservation super early. We were lucky and we got that Lamplight Lounge, the coolest one, but y'all, it was expensive. I think my dinner was $50-something, and it was delicious. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but we're up till midnight waiting for them to open the queue so you could get in line was it 60 days out, 90 days out? I think it was 60, I don't know. Before your trip, you can make your dinner reservations, and we did that, and I'm glad we did, but at the same time, look at the menu and be like, do I really like gumbo? Like, I don't know. We paid a lot of money for that meal, and some of them, they didn't even have food our kids liked at some of these restaurants. So I was like literally ordering plain pasta. I paid like $15 for plain pasta. It just kind of like kills you just a little, And then also like they didn't have anything they liked at one of the restaurants, so I just ordered a side of French fries, and like it's fine, but just know your kids. Like if your kids aren't going to eat fancy food, like I liked it, but like my strawberry spinach salad was delicious. But like my 3-year-old, there was nothing on the menu that she liked, so I got her like plain French fries, and that was fine because they had chicken tenders. She only likes chicken nuggets. They had macaroni and cheese. My 6-year-old doesn't like mac and cheese. She likes plain pasta. So I'm like, can we get plain pasta? The sides were like mixed vegetables. I'm like, well, they're not going to eat those. They'll eat broccoli at home if I steam it or something. But like, anyway, my point is when you're making your dining reservations, before you even do that, before you're able to make your dining reservations, look at them and really look at the menus and be like, I know this is the hot, like most wanted restaurant, but like, is that even something I really want? Anyway, we did pack a couple of like travel alcohol bottles for our room because you guys, it's $15 to $20 for one drink at Disneyland. And when you're sitting there dehydrated, running around chasing kids, you're not able to relax and enjoy it. It's better to just have it in the room and then like have a drink after the kids go to bed. Just saying. So yeah, that's something I would do again. And I think that was a good plan. We each had one drink the whole time we were there. It's not like a ton, but just makes it feel like, oh, this is something for me. Because when you're at Disneyland, a lot of it is just like doing things with the kids. Like I went on rides I would never choose to go on. And honestly, I probably will never go on them again. But like I did them for the kids. So it's like nice to have something that's just for you and the adults after they go down. And I was very happy that at least our 3-year-old did not fight bedtime. She was so tired at the end of each day. She went right to sleep, just like easy peasy. So that was good. Look forward to that if your kids are exhausted. They may also ride in the stroller, and our 6-year-old doesn't, she doesn't nap. She doesn't need to ride in a stroller, but like she definitely was tired and she was very unhappy when she couldn't have the stroller. So bring a double stroller, bring the stroller, even if you don't think your kid needs it. Like if you have a 7-year-old, they probably would still want a stroller. And it's gonna hurt the enjoyment of the trip if you don't have a way to like help them, because you're just gonna have to go back to the room, like, or just sit, take a lot of breaks. But if you can power through, the stroller is heavier than you think. That's another thing. Pushing 2 kids, our kids were like 90 pounds, with the stroller, 100 pounds, I don't even know. So like pushing that around the park, it taxes your body. So I did 23,000 steps that first day, but if I was pushing the stroller, it doesn't feel like 23,000. It feels like 30,000. You know what I mean? So we got in the virtual queue. Right at 10:30 a.m. they opened Rogers and Musical virtual queue. We got that. We got in line. We were early enough. We got to see Rogers and Musical at 2 p.m. What I did fail to do, though, was get in the virtual queue for the World of Color 1, which is like their projection show at night. There's a 9 p.m. showtime and a 10:15 p.m. showtime. I somehow failed to get into the virtual queue for the 9 p.m. I forgot. I don't know. It wasn't available at 10:30 when I was signing up for the Rogers one. And then I checked again at like 2 or something, maybe at lunch or after lunch, and the only option for the World of Color one was 10:15 p.m. Because of that, we did not see any night shows, so that did not go well. I wish I'd done a little bit more research, and if that's a priority to you, find out what time they open that queue and get in it, because there is no way our kids were making it till 10:15 p.m. and then being out at 11. So the reason I regret that is, 1, we didn't get to see a really cool show, but 2, I brought glow sticks and glow things and glow wands and glow bubble things, and we didn't get to use any of it. So not only did I waste my money buying it, I wasted suitcase space bringing it and had to lug it back, and I could have just not, or done a better job and made sure we attended the 9 p.m., The sun doesn't go down till late. So like your kids who normally go to bed at 7 o'clock at Disney, who knows? But like my kids were so tired, they did. So that was good. And then at California Adventureland the second day, we chose not to get the Genie Plus or do individual lightning lanes or any of that. We did a great job again of early entry because we stayed on site at Paradise Pier or Pixar Pier Hotel. And we did a rope drop, early entry. We did what we could early, but it was hot. It was hotter that second day. We were all more tired, starting out the day already a little like rough from sleeping in a hotel and just whatever. So I do regret not doing the Genie Plus the second day, and I think we could have done a better job of utilizing it on the first day. So if that's something you're thinking about, I think that would be a good move. And I know it costs a lot of money. If you can swing it, if you can't, it's fine. But like I said, you really can't get on a ride midday without waiting 30 to 90 minutes. Like every single ride is 30 to 90 minutes. Like even ones that didn't have a wait in the morning, where you just walk right on, took forever. Expect some rides to go down and be flexible about that. There were times during the day when I think it was Matterhorn bobsleds went down, some other ride went down, and right now there's a strike going on, so Rogers the Musical is like at risk. I don't know if it's actually open, but make sure you research before you go. We did okay on that, but I just wanted to give you guys that tip. We also did really good at mobile ordering our lunches. So that worked out, right? Right at 10 o'clock, I would get on my phone. I mobile ordered something to a land that, a restaurant in an area that we were going to be in. And then I put in the order and it's like, okay, make sure you think about this though, before you're hungry. At 10 a.m., start thinking about lunch. And then, yeah, you're not hungry yet. Put the order in and then you can tell them, I want to pick it up at 11 o'clock. Be like, okay, cool. And then what you do is at 11 o'clock, you text them and say, I'm here, and they'll start preparing your order. So what we did was we put it in at 10, we went on a couple more rides, and then we went to the place we had our lunch was pretty much ready. So mobile order where you can, even little things like a coffee, a soft pretzel, a churro, whatever. Some of those places take mobile orders, so rather than waiting in line, wasting time in line, that's a good tip. And then also, if you can get that food, and it's something like a churro where your kid could eat it in line, get it, don't hand it to them until you get in that long Finding Nemo ride line. And then they can have a churro for the first 5-10 minutes, and that helps the line not feel as bad. You know what I mean? They're entertained or busy for a couple of minutes, and hopefully that helps. Plan your sweet treats, your frozen, icy things for the middle of the day. Just make that a thing. Like we're going to have lunch at 11, and then at 2, when it gets real hot, if we're not going back to the room, we're going to get a frozen lemonade. That'll help cool everybody off. Bring a blanket, eat in the shade, whatever. Also know that we did not plan this well, but the parade is at, I think it's 6:30 p.m. every day. So we basically couldn't go to the parts of the park that we wanted to because the middle of the park basically shuts down because of the parade. You can't get through. There's just too many people. Everybody in the park is like, a lot of the people in the park are heading to that parade. And so we didn't get to do Toontown and stuff. We probably could have done another ride or two, but we couldn't even cross over to that side of the park because of the parade. So poor planning on our part. Rookie mistake. I won't make that mistake next time if we go again. But yeah, I thought that would be a helpful tip for you guys. We did not plan that well. Yeah, I think we did a really good job overall. And then the last thing I want to talk about is what you pack for your hotel room. I wish I had researched. I thought like all hotel rooms had microwave. I don't know why, but I did. Ours did not. So I brought popcorn bags and I brought popcorn like buckets to put them in. We didn't have a microwave. I could have called the front desk and asked, but I didn't bother. And then we brought oatmeal packets. So we brewed hot water from the coffee maker, and then I made oatmeal. So we saved a lot of money by having oatmeal in the rooms. And also remember, we left our hotel room at 6:30 a.m. Both days to get to Disneyland and California Adventureland. And so you don't want to have to go and eat out for breakfast or whatever. So if you're a granola bar person, a protein bar person, that's fine. Just pack one of those and put it in your bag and you can eat it on the walk over. But for us, we're like, we need breakfast, like real breakfast. So we had coffee and oatmeal, even for the kids. We brought the little dino oatmeal packets, and that worked out really well. So saved a lot of money, saved a lot of time. And I think like everybody gets a little grumpy when they're hungry. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, especially me. So like plan ahead, have food with you that everybody likes for breakfast. So bring more water than you think you need, bring more snacks than you think you need. What we did for day one was we had produce. I had fresh cold foods from home. And then on the way home, we bring stuff that's kind of healthy. I had almond packets. I had raisins. I had, just sort of healthy, better than like Cheetos and nacho chips or something. I had yogurt melts for a 3-year-old who likes those. You could bring applesauce pouches. You could bring whatever, yogurt, if it's not refrigerated kind, you know. So that is always helpful too. And then you don't feel bad when your kid gets like a chocolate ice cream cone or churro. You're like, whatever, you know, it is what it is. Just calories don't count. I gained 7 pounds in 3 days, and I'm already back down like 3 of them over 24 hours. It's just part of the journey, and you know, you just do what you got to do. And I tried. Like Sunday, the drive day, I stayed within my Weight Watchers points. Monday, I stayed within my points until dinner, and then, you know, whatever. Tuesday, Wednesday, oops. By Thursday, I was up 7 pounds. I understand that was my fault. But if you're really trying to make that a thing, like be healthy and make healthy choices, bring your own snacks in your bag, because there was literally nothing healthy on many of those menus. I did order a salad. I ordered a spicy garden burger that was like meatless, black bean burger or something at one of the places. But many of the places don't have things like fruit and salad and stuff like that. So just, you know, bring your own. Bring an apple, bring an orange, something that doesn't have to be refrigerated that you could eat. A lot of the kids' meals came with baby carrots in a baggie, so I just stuffed those in my backpack since neither of the kids like those, and I had those as a snack. But anyway, that is everything. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any tips, things you have, regrets, mistakes you have made at Disney, things you've learned, lessons you've learned the hard way. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my other videos in this series. Thanks for watching. Bye.